History for Northern Ireland. It's McElroy, Bracewell, Lineker's there, Lineker, and then comes Jennings with one hand. He's done it once again. McDonald's hurt, and Jennings is in possession. 5 seconds of normal time to go. And it's all over. No injury time, and Northern Ireland have done it. Billy Bingham dances with joy. Pat Jennings is the calmest man on the field. The Northern Ireland fans celebrate. Northern Ireland have done it.
On an all too rare occasion, Pat Jennings lets the mask slip and reveals his emotions. Once again, Northern Ireland defy logic and qualify for the World Cup finals. A team whose weakness is their strength. Having so few players, a special family. At 9 o'clock on November the 16th, 1985, a journey along 8 roads is complete. 8 roads that led to Mexico.
Mexico, gotta be so much to see in Mexico. Take it from me, yeah, you're gonna see the great show. Underneath the sun in Mexico.
It had all begun a year and a half earlier. In marked contrast to the scenes at Wembley, the players travelled to Finland, flying to Helsinki, and then a long, long trip to dusty Puari.
To be knocked by a non-entity of a nation, I thought, where do we go from here?
To a game against Romania, and the new North Stand is open for the first time. The old stand will mean less noise to strike fear into the hearts of visitors. But it's a symbol of the Irish Football Association's success in world football, and the talented Romanians are the first to see if O'Neill is right or wrong. Northern Ireland's players believe Romania is the best team in their group, but the team manager thinks not.
Well, I wouldn't say they're the best team in the group. They certainly had very talented players. But I never recognized them as a team, strange as it may seem, because I'd watched Romania in the European Championships in France, and I'd followed them around because I knew we were drawn against them. And I saw them argue with the bench, continually arguing with the bench. So I thought, there's not a good team spirit within that team if things go wrong. And I said to the players, they've come out of a European Championship not too well. It'll be anticlimactical for them. And then we'll catch them cold at Windsor Park. Not literally cold, but coming out of that championship, not doing so well, psychologically down a little bit. And I said, we must take advantage of that.
Jimmy Nicholl with the throw, taking a 1-2 from Armstrong. 3 men in the middle for Northern Ireland. Just too long for Whiteside. Oh, but a terrible mistake by the Romanians. An own goal by Iorgulescu gives Northern Ireland the lead. Slick passing. And a penetrating ball, and Jennings will have to be quick here. It falls to Hadji. The 20-year-old scores. Georgi Hadji. The dummy by O'Neill. Nicholl's cross for Hamilton. And now Donaghy. And the flag stayed down. A great chance, and Whiteside makes no mistake.
(2-1). It's a vital goal, but there's a feeling it won't be enough. We need a third goal. That would be enough. Who ever heard of visitors scoring 3 at Windsor Park in recent times?
There's about 20 minutes left, I think, in the game, and Stewart picks the ball up on the left-hand side and gets this crossover. About 3 people go to head the ball. Jerry claims that he's headed it down to me, and I'm coming in to follow it in. I don't know whether my legs are going to carry me there or not, but this ball suddenly appears in front of me, and honestly, the proverbial footballer's answer, I hit it, and as it turns out, it was a smashing goal, because it was like a half volley, and I looked up and saw the net bulging, and I thought, what a feeling, what a feeling.
Now for the Finns. A non-entity, O'Neill had said, but Pat Jennings isn't so sure.
I was very impressed with the Finland team. And then, of course, they give us a very, very hard game here in Belfast. We finish up scraping through 2-1 at the end of the night. So again, we're a much better team than people led us to believe. I suppose maybe we shouldn't fall flat anyway at that stage now, because there's no easy games in football.
Ikalainen. Now Lipanen. Plenty forward for Finland. Ball for Turunen. 3 in the middle, they're queuing up here. And Lipanen. And Finland take the lead. Signals from Stewart. Number 4, John O'Neill. And John O'Neill with the header. And what a good finish by the centre-back.
1-1. And from a free kick, drama. A forward goes tumbling in the box. No one can remember when Northern Ireland last had a penalty. Armstrong can equal a record, and he wants the ball.
When it came about to take the penalty kick, the call came from the bench from Billy Bingham. He was saying, tell Norman to take the penalty kick. So Norman then was going to be prepared to step forward and take it. But Sammy had said to me, well, look, if you're happy to take it, go ahead and take it. So there was a little bit of indecision about who should take it. But in the end, I felt confident that I could go up and put the ball in the net, which was the most important thing at the time. So I did.
I don't care who was captain, who was the manager, it wouldn't have mattered. No one was taking the ball of Armstrong that night. And I remember Norman looking back, well, I'll be taking the penalty. No, Jerry takes the penalty. Jerry had the ball onto the arm, up there, plunks it out and sticks it in. It didn't matter, it was a goal for us. It was only afterwards we realised, well, God, that. I mean, I wouldn't have taken the penalty. Let me put it this way. I wouldn't have taken the penalty for Distillery had we been in that position, so I certainly wouldn't have taken it there. And I think it took a bit of guts to do it, and he stuck it in, We'd have killed him, of course, if he'd have missed it.
Now it's the match everyone says we must win. England, the old enemy, are in Belfast, and not a ticket can be had for weeks. The Irish have their first important change. Martin O'Neill is back at home in Nottingham, and he's too badly injured to play. On the field, Northern Ireland's luck is just as bad as Martin's. 2 British teams are playing in British fashion, but the German referee is managing the game in a style for continentals. The result hinges on 2 incidents.
Stewart. Jonig is going down the left. Into a lot of space there. There are 3 waiting in the centre. And Quinn hit the bar. Jimmy Quinn of Blackburn Rovers was so close.
Well, it's not that often I cross the ball with my left foot, so I was disappointed to see the ball not go in. It was a great header from Jimmy, and I don't think Peter Shilton had any chance of saving it.
I think I was just at the side of him all when he did cross, and actually when it come off Jimmy's head, I thought it was a cert goal, because he timed everything great. Powerful header. Peter Shilton didn't know anything about it, and it rattled against the bar. And then you begin to think, is this going to be your night?
During the course of the game, I thought, we can win this. We've had most of the possession. We've had the header when Quinn's headed against the bar, and the minute that ball struck the bar and didn't go in, I thought, I've turned immediately to my father and brother and said, I'll settle for the draw now.
10 minutes from time, all is lost.
Haitley, Barnes, Haitley again, and he's made a chance here, has Haitley, and he's scored. A really good finish by the player who's proving so effective in Italy, and proves effective there for England.
In all the years I've played against England, that was the one night where we deserved to win. And the sneak that Mark Haitley, I think he had 2 kicks, and one of them he put the ball in the net, and we were absolutely devastated after the game.